Welcome back to LehtoFiles. Today we're diving into the world of alien predators, those that are fictitious and those that could possibly be real, right, from abduction accounts. So we'll be comparing the infamous Xenomorphs from the Alien franchise with the enigmatic Praying Mantis beings reported in UFO lore. Could the Praying Mantis insectoid entities be the real-life inspiration behind one of sci-fi's most terrifying and long-lived characters, the Xenomorphs? Stick around as we explore the facts, the fiction, and see if there's any truth. Thanks for being here. Please smash the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Chris Lehto. Welcome to LehtoFiles. Let's start with the Xenomorphs. It's one of the most iconic and fearsome alien species ever created. It was introduced in Ridley Scott's Alien in 1979. This is what we think maybe horrific alien creatures could be, right? This is the face hugger, and then it actually uses our own biological system to create the actual Xenomorph, the crazy-looking larger alien with the double jaws. So Xenomorph have changed throughout the years, but they have one super strength and agility. So Xenomorphs have immense physical strength. They're able to overpower humans with ease. They're highly agile. They can scale walls, move silently, and strike from the shadows. Their second amazing capability is acidic blood. It's one of their most terrifying defenses is their blood, which is a powerful acid, can burn through metal and organic matter easily. This makes them extremely dangerous to confront. Third superpower they have is rapid growth and reproduction. Xenomorphs have a horrific reproductive cycle, right, involving the implantation of an embryo in a host using that face hugger. It then gestates rapidly and violently bursts from the host's chest, of course. Fourth is stealth and intelligence. These creatures are highly intelligent hunters. They're known for their ability to use the environment to their advantage, setting traps and ambushing their prey. And finally, fifth, they have a hive mind mentality. So in some iterations, Xenomorphs operate with a hive mind led by a queen. This organizational structure makes them formidable as they work together to accomplish their goals. So it's easy to see why the Xenomorphs are considered the ultimate alien predator, and they've lasted for decades now in our fiction. But what about their real-world counterparts, the Praying Mantis beings? Let's take a closer look. Here's one example of Praying Mantis, which you don't hear about too much, but they do occur, right? It's in our mythology of UFOs and especially alien abduction cases. Listen to this one, according to the History Channel.
Los Angeles. 17-year-old Linda Porter awakens to find herself aboard a strange craft. From what she is able to recall later under hypnosis, a small creature that appeared to be a gray alien led her towards a light-filled room, where she encountered another type of being, one much taller and with the features of a praying mantis.
Praying mantis aliens, also known as mantis or insectoid beings, are a lesser known but equally terrifying component of UFO lore. Descriptions of these entities date back decades, with reports coming from various parts of the world. First thing they have is insectoid appearance. So witnesses describe these beings as standing 6 to 7 feet tall, sometimes even longer, up to 9 feet. They have long, thin limbs, a segmented exoskeleton, and large triangular heads, resembling that of a praying mantis. Their eyes are often described as large, black, and almond-shaped. So unlike the Xenomorphs, mantis beings are reported to communicate telepathically, conveying thoughts, emotions, and commands directly into the minds of abductees. The third thing is they usually have medical or genetic experimentation going on. Many abduction reports involving mantis beings describe them performing medical procedures or genetic experiments on human subjects. These beings are often seen as supervisors or leaders, directing the activities of smaller gray aliens. Fourth, they're often cold and detached, Witnesses frequently describe these beings as emotionally distant and clinical in their interactions. They look down on humans, or at least they're indifferent to us, adding to the fear that they evoke. Finally, fifth, they appear to have a high-ranking role. So in the hierarchy of extraterrestrial beings reported by abductees, mantis aliens are often depicted as occupying a leadership role, overseeing complex operations involving human beings. These traits paint a picture of an advanced intelligent species with a clinical approach to their interactions with humanity. They're detached. They're the leaders. They communicate telepathically. They seem somehow invested in us, some sort of genetic experimentation. So now let's explore some specific documented cases to see just how these beings operate. Over the years, numerous cases have emerged involving encounters with praying mantis aliens. Here are some of the most compelling examples. This first one is Jim Sparks' abduction experience. In 1988, in the United States, Jim Sparks is an abductee who has detailed extensive interactions with extraterrestrial beings. He reported encountering a praying mantis being during one of his abductions. Sparks described the entity as a tall, insect-like creature that seemed to oversee the activities of smaller gray aliens. We hear this again and again, that the praying mantis seems to be like the leader of the team, and it's overseeing the smaller gray aliens. According to Sparks, the mantis being communicated telepathically, conveying a sense of authority and control as it supervised what appeared to be a genetic experiment. Sparks says the so-called gray alien species has been intruding upon his existence since 1988, and that he spent most of those years in resisting them. But in the recent past, he says the aliens communicate telepathically have begun to loosen their grip during the abductions, giving him some glimpses into their multi-dimensional world. He says the Greys have an agenda to keep us from destroying the Earth by our own disregard for the natural world. David Huggins, his encounters from the 1960s to 1970s in New Jersey. Artist David Huggins claimed to have experienced numerous abductions throughout his life, including encounters with mantis-like creatures. Huggins described these beings as tall, with thin limbs, and a head resembling that of a praying mantis. These entities often appeared during abduction scenarios, observing or directing other beings, and were depicted in Huggins' artwork as cold, detached observers. His story is in this movie from 2017, Love and Saucers. He lost his virginity to an alien woman. That's not the first time. Next case is the Simon Parks case. He's a labor counselor. This article is from The Guardian over 12 years ago. Labor counselor's real mother was a 9-foot green alien. Simon Parks says other people believe equally unlikely things. And he says, anyway, aliens know more about Whitby's needs than Scarborough Council does. The aliens know more than the Scarborough Council does about his county. Simon Parks is a British politician. He reported ongoing contact with various extraterrestrial beings, including mantis entities. Parks described these beings as highly intelligent, standing about 8 feet tall with an insectoid appearance. He believes they are involved in overseeing genetic experiments, again, and have a deep interest in human genetics. Parks' detailed accounts have sparked significant interest and controversy within the UFO community. He remembers as an 8-month-old, 2 green stick things came in. I was aware of some movement over my head. I thought, they're not Mummy's hands. Mummy's hands are pink. I was looking straight into its face. It enters my mind through my eyes, and it sends a message down my optic nerve into my brain. It says, I am your real mother. I am your more important mother. Oh, man. Can't make this stuff up. Finally, from 1989, New York City. In this well-known case, Linda Napolitano claimed to have been abducted by aliens from her apartment in New York City. While her primary encounters involved grays, there were reports from other witnesses describing larger insect-like beings among the group. Though Linda did not specifically describe mantis beings, the case has been associated with such entities due to the involvement of multiple alien types. These cases provide a chilling glimpse into the encounters that people claim to have had with praying mantis beings. Whether these stories are the result of psychological phenomena or something more, they continue to captivate and terrify those who hear them. Although maybe they're also your more important mother. So how do these praying mantis beings stack up against the Xenomorphs? Let's compare their characteristics side by side to see which one might be the ultimate alien predator. Appearance and fear factor. So Xenomorphs are designed to be terrifying with a sleek biomechanical look that is both alien and predatory. Their appearance is meant to invoke fear through sheer terror, seems like. Praying mantis aliens, on the other hand, have an eerie, unsettling appearance, blending insectoid traits with humanoid characteristics. Their look is disturbing, triggering primal fears of insects and the unknown. Number 2, communication and interaction. Xenomorphs do not communicate in a traditional sense. They are driven by instinct and hive intelligence, whereas praying mantis aliens are described as highly intelligent, using telepathic communication to convey complex thoughts, commands, emotions even. This adds a psychological layer to their interactions, making them even more unsettling, right? And they're detached. They don't seem human. For role and purpose, the Xenomorphs are primarily focused on survival and reproduction, using humans as hosts in their unfortunate reproductive cycle. Praying mantis aliens, on the other hand, seem to have a more complex agenda, often associated with genetic experimentation and possibly guiding or observing other alien species. As far as reproductive methods, the Xenomorphs are infamous for their brutal and horrifying method of reproduction, where the young gestate within a host before bursting out violently, the facehuggers you see there. Praying mantis aliens, however, are not directly associated with reproduction involving humans, but are frequently reported as performing genetic or reproductive experiments. And we do hear about the sexual encounters with the praying mantis aliens. We just heard of 2 there. And finally, for predatory behavior, Xenomorphs are relentless predators, hunting and killing with extreme efficiency. Praying mantis aliens are not typically described as hunters, but their cold, detached manner during abductions gives them a creepy, predatory presence in a psychological sense. So while Xenomorphs are clearly designed for terror, the praying mantis aliens bring a different kind of fear, one rooted in their psychological and intellectual dominance. So what do you think? Are the Xenomorphs or the praying mantis aliens the more terrifying species? While one is a product of science fiction, the other continues to haunt the stories of those who claim to have encountered them. Let me know in the comments. Are you more scared of the Xenomorphs or possible praying mantis aliens in your bedroom? Really, I don't think I'd want either one of them in my bedroom, and not sure. Hopefully one of them is not my mother. So until next time, thanks for being here. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. It really helps and it's free. Consider subscribing to get future notifications of when I release videos. And you might like this video. If you want to support the channel, join these great people over here, get exclusive bonus content, then click this button here, patreon.com/chrislehto, or become a YouTube member. If you want to continue the discussion, go to UAPSociety Discord. Links are all in the description. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.